Wait, can you show me that first one again? So you press and pull, grab the whole
The whole
thing.
thing, and then I press and pull the two circle inside to 90, and I can either copy this part.
So you typed in CO for copy,
Yes,
and all you do is highlight the bottom.
yeah, I pick the center and I put it up here to the here.
Is it just snapping to the center point for us? Because you have center
Yes,
on.
and right now I still missing something here. Or I could like put this up to 90, right? So it fill the space
Why didn't you just pull it up to
100
100 then?
now. But the thing is, it's gonna show the circle here. You see that? I don't want it to show the circle here, the outer circle. So I just put 90, and then I can.
Then you do another 10.
Oh no, it's still showing the circle.
It's gonna show the circle on the in that lip too, isn't it?
Okay, so I do it different way. I pull this one first and pull this one without the circle. So and and then I can move this one, or I can copy this one.
So you type in copy,
Yes,
and then how do you know how to move it up to 90?
I
Right?
choose. Yes, I pick the 90. Anna?
Yeah, no, I get what he's trying because that's where I was trying to get that. He's trying to get it so there's no lines on the inside, and the way it's got it built in the book is actually it's three pieces and there's two welds on the inner sides of the
So you
pad
built it over
pieces.
to the side and moved it over?
Yeah, I
That's what I had to do too, is copy the piece again and then move it up.
that one way, or I can do this way. I press this one to 10, and then I copy the two circle here. Pick the base point here to the base point here.
Ah, you got to get down.
No, it's the same. To the,
Oh,
the top one, and then I can pull this one up to 80.
80 instead of 90 because you're up on top.
Yeah, I'm up. And then I can copy this part
Interesting.
to this.
Well,
Any
that was an
questions?
interesting way to do it. Seems kind of weird that we have to do it that way.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just
Oh,
wondering if it were
yep.
me, I would have just created the plate
The-
because it's not supposed to have a hole in the center, right?
No, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I have the hole in the center.
Does that hole go all the way through?
It
Yes.
does.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Oh,
See,
hold
if
on.
Yeah.
if it were me, I would have just created the four holes and made the pad, and then I would have created the two circles after the fact, right in the.
Another way to
I
do
would
it
have created the
is,
two circles here after I created the plate with the four holes. Would that not have worked?
all right, I can do it this way. I press and pull this one up to 10, and I just copy one circle. And then I extrude this circle to 80. Oh,
about press and pull then?
Press and pull. Yes, 80. And then I can copy the lower part. Oh, so we stick together.
See, would you not have done the top piece first and then put the cylinder up next?
I can extrude later. I can pull it later. Oh,
I
hold on.
I would go up 10 there without the hole though.
Let me try this. Sorry, the baby crying in the background.
Can't hear it. You're good.
I guess that would be a good way too.
Hold on. Oh. How can I select multiple object?
I found that when you do it like that, you can't. You have to select each individual.
Oh.
But yeah, you can get away with that. Get away from
That's
having
what I
that
was
ring on the
asking.
inside.
So
You
you
can't
can't
pull.
grab and select
You can't
which
press and
ones you
pull.
want.
It doesn't grab everything.
Hmm.
At least for
Oh.
me, it didn't. Once
Oh.
it'll only do it once you've got something there established, I guess.
That's kind of the question I was having. Can't you choose what you want to select? And that's how I ended up using the extrude and then finding out that doesn't work that way.
Because down here it just says select object, not objects. So. All right.
Can I try something here?
Yes.
No, bring it back.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see. Can you erase just the solid over here? This solid over here.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Can you get rid of the hole in the center? Now make that 10 pad. And then can you copy that and go up, what is it, 90? And then can you make the circle in the center?
Yes. The one or two. The one?
Let me think. Does the hole go all the way through the top and the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we try and create two circles on this face now? Just create them on
Yes.
this face itself.
Okay.
Or copy them, I guess.
So then, let's see where can I annotate it.
Is that's got to be on the bottom though?
No, it's on the top because I picked the top point.
In the book on these points
But
right
if
here
I make the
is-
pad, it's not going to put the hole in the bottom. Okay, go make your pad right now, or your press and pull.
well, maybe this is some insight into this. This line here where I've got this, that's where they've got a weld symbol. That smaller hole in there actually goes through the plate, but this other piece does not. So the actual pipe sits between the two plates, and this up here there's two weld symbols in the book.
Okay.
So
Let
But I still
Let
would.
me try.
Can you bring that to the top?
Yeah, to the top or to 80. You mean the?
Yeah. Isn't that what it looks like? Can you go, if you click on it, we'll put the hole in the center now? No, it did not.
No.
So what I was
I
thinking is I would have just built the big cylinder only
Yes,
and then
that was.
pocketed the hole.
hold on a second. Just undo that real quick.
Oh, okay. You mean like press pull up?
Yeah, press pull up. Put it right where you want it. Now select press pull one more time. Grab that inner circle and go down.
And then
I
I
don't.
can.
Is there a pocket command?
I'm
No,
not
it's
finding
press
one,
pull.
no.
There's no pocket command.
Okay.
There's no
So
pocket.
yeah, I think that works out. Does it go all the way through the bottom?
No, with the press pull, it's just go single part by part.
Yeah,
So
but
I
on the
have to
bottom
press
plate,
pull
that I
again.
think that hole's supposed to go all the way through.
Yeah,
It
so
does.
I try
That
it. So I
that's
now I
why
have
we
to.
need that on the bottom.
No, we can press
Oh,
pull again.
okay.
Just
Now
the inner
shade it.
one.
How about the hidden lines? Oh, it's not going all the way through, is it?
Not yet. Let me try it again. Because I did it one time. I have to press pull 3 times to get through
That's
the.
weird because it looks like it's going through.
You see, now it's very difficult to to.
That's why I was thinking I want that small circle on the bottom so I can press pull from the bottom up.
Ah, you want to know? I just found it. I figured out a trick.
Uh-huh.
Since you got it press pulled all the way up and through and you can't get the middle out,
Uh-huh.
put it the shading on so we can see it. Rotate so we can see the bottom. Select that inner ring.
Press pull?
No, don't press pull. No press pull.
Okay.
Just select the inner ring.
Yes.
Hit delete.
Oh, cool.
Why did we delete? Because it was a pad. It was solid.
It was a solid, right? It doesn't create pockets, so you've got to create multiple pads and then you can delete out the pads you don't want.
Mhm.
Oh, you've got to create the pad to delete it. That's the pocket.
Correct. It's a Boolean.
Earlier today, I did the same thing. I have to press pull the first part and the second part and the third one.
That's why I still believe if you would have created the small hole on the circle and then created the press pull up, it would have pocketed everything.
Mine did.
I tried.
I just did it. It's
I typed 100, but actually it didn't go through the other part. So I have to
Hmm.
press pull every single one.
Can I see yours, Ryan?
yeah. Oh, sure.
So you had the circle on the bottom and then you press and pulled that up and then did you delete it or did you just put the hole in
No,
it?
I just put it in with it. It was already with the hole, and I pulled this all the way up.
Because you were from the bottom.
Right. Yep. And so it's now I've got holes where
Nice.
it should.
All right. Well, more lessons learned here. Now you were
Yep.
talking about the welding, the weldment
Yeah.
call out.
There's in the book. That's why there's a piece um, between the two. There's a weld here. There's a weld call out here and here. So this is a pipe, but the hole goes, the inner hole, the small 25 millimeter, goes into the plate, not the actual 35 millimeter. The 35 millimeter is this pipe here, and it has a 25 millimeter hole that goes all the way through everything, and the weld goes across these.
So it's technically it's a pipe, so it already has a what 30? What's the inner diameter?
25 mil.
And the outer diameter is 35.
Yeah.
So then the holes on the top and bottom are 25 to match up the pipe.
Right.
In the idea of the pipe.
Yep. So the pipe would be 80 mil, regardless that these are 10 each, so that's where we get our total is 100.
So if it were me, I would have done what I did earlier. I would have created the plate with the 4 holes and then copy that plate with the 4 holes up 90 and then put the cylinder, solid cylinder in there in between. And then I would have done the hole that would have piped the pipe and the 2 plates at the same time.
So you mean like pocket through the whole thing, right?
Yes. Although when you built your cylinder, you went from the bottom up, right?
Yeah, but I still brought the whole pipe. I ended up
Yeah,
having
you went
to
all
bring
the way
whole
through
pipe.
to
Yeah,
get that
because
to get that
otherwise
inner hole through,
you
which
end up
is
doing
fine.
like what
If I did
yeah,
a volume check on this, it's not going to think that the pipe is jamming through that.
right.
It won't recognize that.
It cuts off steps that Tung was doing where he was press and pulling inside of it, that too many times to try and
Right.
get the same effect.
So
So yeah,
basically, you did it in 3 steps.
yeah.
A block on the bottom, copy the block to the top, and then the 2 circles, 1 step.
I moved the pipe and then put the copy on so I had a place to put it, so where it's
Right.
sitting right. Yeah, that's it.
So that came
Yeah.
out good.
Yeah, because if you don't build that first extrusion up, it doesn't want to put that when you copy it. It'll just move it over on that flat plane that you've got the original sketch on. If you're understanding what I'm saying.
I think so.
So when you copy it and you move it to someplace else without having the center hub there, it just wants to copy and move that sketch to that plane that the original sketch is on. It just keeps it in that.
I think it's a 2-step. If you use the tab that's up here, copy, it asks for where's the lower point, and there's a center point, a little green plus symbol that's there.
That's where you start.
And then it asks for, and then you move it up to the next one.
Right.
Where you want it at
Where
by height.
you're picking the
put in
bottom
number.
on the bottom part. You're picking the bottom center hole, moving it up 90 to where the bottom center hole would
Up
be
the
on
other-
the top plate.
Right. Yep.
Actually, there's another way. Like we do 3 part, like the base one with the small hole, and we do the cylinder, with 2 circles, and then we put the top one on top, so you don't have to pocket the whole thing. You just do the press and pull, simply press and pull.
All right. I hope that helps you, Aliu, to get that one done. Okay.
Yes.
Looks like Sebastian's gone already. So. All right.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
You have good night.